Hey guys, Andy Hill here, entrepreneur, real estate investor, and I wanted to welcome you to my YouTube channel. So I'm going to be bringing you guys behind the scenes into my daily world where I analyze deals. I meet with sellers. I meet with contractors. We review properties. I show you how to run the numbers, how to run comps, all the things. If you are in real estate now or you're aspiring to be a real estate investor, this channel is going to be for you because it's going to be organic, behind the scenes, and you can watch a live investor going through their day-to-day world. So I'm really excited to get this thing kicked off. We got a fun-packed day today with 3 or 4 appointments, and I'm also going to show you some active flips we have going on. So stay tuned, more to come. I'll see you at the first appointment. Peace. Hey guys, driving out to my first appointment of the day. It's about 10 a.m. and we're heading to the Hagerstown, Maryland area. I want to call a few prospects on my way just to let them know, that I'm stopping by today, first off. And then second, I always utilize the time that I have in the car between appointments to be able to make the most of my time and follow up with leads or call new leads, whatever the case may be, so that I stay active at all times. So first, let me give this gentleman, Greg, a call and let him know I'm going to be stopping by. All right, guys, I am following up with one of my sellers that I have under contract currently to update her on a closing status for her property.
Hello.
Julie.
Yes.
Hi, it's Andy Hill. How are you?
Hey, Andy. How are you?
I'm good, honey. I'm good. I wanted to call instead of text because I've been so insane. I run my monthly real estate meetup on Wednesdays. It's the second Wednesday of every month. So I got your message while I was in front of about 40 people, and I saved it. And then last night I had to go to there's another big one in Martinsburg that we support. So I did mine on Wednesday night. Then last night I had to, I didn't have to, but networking is just a big thing for me. So I was out, shaking hands and doing the whole thing. So now and then, but I'm going to reach out and make sure they touch base with you next week, just to, so the communication stays open, and they usually pick a time as we get closer, but I'm going to make sure they know to, is Frederick okay with you? I know they do have a Hagerstown too, but they do most of them in Frederick.
Yep, no, that's fine.
Okay,
yep,
good.
Fine.
Awesome. Well, I'm hopeful to see you at closing. Sometimes they put us together.
Yes.
Yeah. So if not, I'll find a way to say hi to you at some point between now and then. So
okay, yep, that sounds good. I'd appreciate that.
Yes, ma'am. Have a great weekend. Okay, we're trying to.
All right. You too, Andy. Thanks so much.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, let's go.
All right, guys, here we are at our first appointment of the day. We are looking at a property in the Hagerstown area of Maryland. This property is an older property. It is currently a 2-bed, 2-bath, and it needs quite a bit of work. So we're going to tour the property, get an idea of how much it needs, and then consider if we want to make an offer on this property. So why don't you follow me along? We'll take a look here. One of the big things you want to take notice of when you first start walking a property is the foundation and the windows. We got some older windows here. Roof is another thing that's just so vital because it's a big ticket item. So you always want to get a good peek at the roof, which we'll walk around and check the roof. All right, I see a problem already. If you look here, we've got a beat up foundation here that's coming apart, and foundations can be a money pit. So I would definitely have my specialist contractor come over here and take a look, get down in the crawl space or in the basement, because that is a big red flag. So let's keep walking around and see what else we see, but definitely take note of that. This is really unique. Not only do we have the main property, there is a second house that's on the same property, a trailer. So this might line up to be more of a rental property with the age, condition, and how much it needs, with the secondary potential rental here. So, all right, we've got a little bit of land here. I think it's about a ½ acre. It goes back, big shed, which is nice. Here's a look at the extra trailer. We'll take a peek at that here in a bit. One of the things I did notice that I like about this property is this second story porch, which I believe is going to be off the master. Kind of gives it a good look. I could really clean this up and make it look like a unique feature for this property. So there's our basement access there. We'll take a peek at that, but I think that does it for the exterior. Why don't we take a walk inside and see what we're working with inside. So I'll catch you inside. All right, guys. So before we go inside and look at this property, I wanted to show you real quick. I got a clip here of the basement where you can see the stone foundation. And so a lot of issues with the cross beam footers. They're old logs here, as you can see, and they are disintegrating over time. And once we go inside the property, you're going to see the floor was leaning, and this is a big reason why I wasn't a fan. All right, guys, here we are. We're on the inside of this property in Hagerstown, Maryland. Right here, we're in the kitchen area. It looks like we have some issues with the floor being uneven, so kind of going with the theme of seeing outside potential issues with foundation. As you walk through here, you're going to notice this floor is nowhere close to straight. You're almost falling down coming through it. It's really sitting at an angle. So this whole property is going to need new floor joists, the foundation fix, and those are two major expenses that you have to be aware of. So roofs, HVAC systems, heating and cooling, wells, septic, and foundations are your top 5 things you need to be aware of. So looks like we got here's the front door. If you come in the front, we came in the side entrance. You got a living room here. I'm not sure how well the camera does of showing, but this floor is seeping into the middle here. You set a marble right here, it's going to roll for days. So, all right, then looks like we have one big bathroom here with it's laundry and bathroom together in one. This house was definitely added onto, I can tell. Whenever you have all this wall trim, this isn't regular drywall here either. It's boards. There's different plaster and boards here. So it would all need new drywall to make it seamless if we wanted to convert this to a flip. So sorry about the lighting. We don't have any electricity in this one. So coming upstairs, we have a very short ceiling. Looks to be like 7 foot or less, which isn't great. We have bedroom 1 here on the left, paneling. We still have crooked floors in here. Another bathroom here, big long bathroom here. And then this must be the master, which is really crooked itself. So this whole house seems to be at a lean. So this probably isn't going to be anything we would want to flip because there's not enough money and upside in the sale price. This is 6 figures all day. This is 100K plus renovation. So, but there is an option to maybe put 40 or 50,000 and make it into a rental. So we'll do our analysis and see if we can make this a rental type property and what the returns would be for this area. So we'll run those numbers and get them back to you at the end of the video. So appreciate it. We'll catch you guys on the next property. Let's move on to the next. All right, buddy. So with this property in Winchester, the reason why I didn't want to try and get them under contract first and see what kind of interest we would have prior is because they have this serious attorney and they want things done a specific way. And because of all that, I don't want to go through the hoops of us sending out an agreement, a wholesale agreement, if we don't have someone with interest. And because this was a probate, they're finished with it all, but it took them a year and a half, and because of sibling stuff. So with all that being said, that's why I didn't want to try and negotiate with them without even knowing if we had anybody that would be close to making an offer around that price. So hey guys, here we are at our next property in Frederick, Maryland. This property is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. It actually has a efficiency apartment in the basement we did this deal as a novation deal. And so we put about $25,000 into it, and we are then going to turn around and put it on the market for the sellers and get it sold with our agents. So I'm here today to check on the progress, see how much time we have left to complete the renovation. This is supposed to be done by Monday and going on the market by Tuesday. So today is Friday, so hopefully we'll have this thing wrapped up in the next couple of days. Why don't you all come on in and take a look. All right, guys, here we are. We are in the inside of the property in Frederick, Maryland. When you first walk in this property, you have a big living room with a fireplace. We're going to actually put this new fireplace face plate on the front here, and then we're going to replace this with more of a modern oak look, and then we're going to paint the stone white just to kind of warm things up in here. So this is going to have some changes. As you can see on the floors down here, these are hardwood floors that we are sanding and going to stain a light color stain in here. Right behind me, I have the kitchen that we did some light renovations to. Let me take you down the hall here and show you the bedrooms. As I was saying, it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. We got one full up here that we're renovating, and then one full downstairs. So you have bedroom 1 here on the left, the closet. Bedroom 2 here on the right. We put these new light fixtures in we're testing that are a little more modern, and they have a small fan built into them. Then we have bedroom 3 over here, again on the left. And then this bathroom was dated. It was still living in the 70s. We had green tile on the wall, green tiles on the floor, and a really old plastic shower insert. So in order to kind of save some money, we painted the wall tiles white, and they already were topped in black, so we left that theme to go with some of this stuff. We added the light fixture. We're putting new flooring in down here. We've got some custom mirrors that are going to go up, black round circle mirrors. And then we've also done a new tile shower in here, as you can see, which really kind of updates this bathroom here. And because this was a novation, we're really working on a budget. We don't want to put too much money into it. We just want to fix it up a little bit, elevate the value of it so that the homeowner can make a little bit more than she would on a cash offer, but not have to deal with listing it herself and making the repairs that we're doing. So very exciting. It's a win-win situation for her and us. It's about a 2-week renovation project, and we're excited to get this thing finished up. We're getting close. We got a few more things on the flooring and just some touch-up work, and we'll be there soon. Hopefully we'll have this property listed within a week. And all right, so we have this large open space that could be used as an efficiency apartment, in-law suite. You know, it could be an older teen adult, bedroom. But we have the nice bar here and a kitchenette, so it makes it into another nice living space in this house. It's very big. I mean, the owners can do what they want with it once they purchase it, but we're gonna finish cleaning it up, making it look good. And then there's this added bathroom here as well, which we're still working on renovating, but there's a full bath in here as well. So this is like a little mini apartment or in-law suite for the eventual homeowners. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. We just got our final loan approval on a 10-unit commercial property we've been working on for the last couple months. I'm super pumped up. It's 7 apartments and then 3 commercial spots on the bottom. It's an all brick, beautiful building. It even has a warehouse, a drive-in warehouse down below that we can turn into added income, whether we do storage units or anything. It's unlimited potential for rental income in the basement, or we can eventually add more units. The business part is we have a diner in the middle, and then we have a hardware store on the left, and then we have a contractor, a construction contractor on the bottom right-hand side. It's offices, so it's got like 6 offices, and it's been renovated recently. So I am super pumped about this. And
what's up, man?
Hey, About
How we doing?
good. I'm all out driving between like 5-6 properties today, shooting content along the way, and I was in a bad area between like 40 and heading over to Smithsburg. My service was awful. I was dropping everyone.
Oh, no worries.
Yeah. I'm almost. Go ahead.
Sorry. I was just calling you. I was wondering if you had like an update on the timelines or if it was still.
I was actually a little disappointed when I got there. I'm waiting to hear back from Jose because typically he goes faster than whatever he tells me. But
gotcha.
Yeah, I'm thinking, dude, it's probably gonna be more like Wednesday for when it's done. I can't remember if I told you like Tuesday or Wednesday.
This coming Wednesday?
Yeah, that's like I'm thinking when they'll finish the construction. I haven't heard back from him, but that's my guesstimate. And then I'm going to need to get a cleaner in there and probably mulch the front bed. So maybe we shoot for next Friday if that's all right. Here I am now. We have a new property that we're converting to our office space. In the rear of the property, it has garages and sheds where we're going to be able to kind of store some of our overlap materials, cabinets. We got brand new stainless steel appliances, doors, flooring. All this stuff is left over from other jobs we're working on. So having a place to be able to store this stuff is a big advantage for us. We're going to organize this and have different segments for each thing. But for now, we just got in this new building and we're renovating the inside to make it our offices, a podcast studio, and then there's going to be apartments above. So I'll show you the inside here next, but wanted to give you a quick peek at some of our storage space that we have in the rear of our facility here.
Go.
Wow, it's cold out here today. We are freezing. It's in the 20s here in Maryland. All right, let's come in to this construction site that's just really got going. Come on in. Let's see where we're at here. Oh, they've pulled a lot of electrical out. So a lot of my lights are off. Let's see if I got any lights left in here. Nope. No lights in there. All right. There we go. We got some lights. So this is going to be our big conference room here. We had to put in ductwork. This house didn't have central air. So as you can see, they've been cutting out the ceiling, putting in ductwork. So we'll have a 2-zone, 2-unit HVAC system for this property. We'll be able to control the heat and air on the main level separate from the other levels above, which will be nice. So yeah, as you can see, all that's been going in. This property was full floor to ceiling with debris from a hoarder. Oh wow, they've really demoed out this kitchen here. As you can see, they pulled all the old cabinets and stuff off the wall. You can even see how many different years of different wallpapers were in this building at one time. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Even the, oh wow, all the lights are pulled. Let's see if we can get one on in here. Nope. All right, well, not a whole lot to see in here because a lot of the lights have been pulled or rerunning electrical. So this is the half bath for the main level, which will be for our workspace. They've already demoed a lot of that out, as you can see. This door goes out to the back porch. This is going to be our large, like I was saying, conference room. We're going to host meetings here. We're going to do small meetups, and we're going to be able to have people come in and train on cold calling and, calling warm leads, the whole thing. We really want to make this a place where other investors in our community that are trying to learn, grow, and develop can come here and work with us to continue to improve their skills. So this room here is the room that we're probably going to use as our podcast studio. We're going to close this wall in and make this a podcast area. This will be offices back here. This will probably be where we have Brandon and I put our offices back here, I'm guessing. It's kind of neat because we'll be able to see into the conference room from here. Yeah, so there we go. Look, do we have lights in here? Looks like we might. No, not quite. All right, guys, here we are on the second level of our commercial property that's going to be mixed use. The lower main level is going to be our office space and studio. And then this is going to be a 2-story apartment here. Right behind me here is where the tenants will enter this building. There's a staircase that we took out that we're going to be rebuilding out here that'll give them private access up to this deck, which will all be replaced and fixed. But once they come in here, this will be like their foyer or mud room. We're going to have washer and dryer hookup on the left, some storage on the right for shoes and, closets and things like that. We're walling that off there because that's a bedroom. So we want this to flow this way into this room, which was one of the bedrooms before, but it's getting converted to being the upstairs kitchen. So, we'll have cabinets along these walls, fridge, stove, and this will be their kitchen. And then coming around this way, it's all in demo stage right now, but this is the main bathroom for this level that was in place before. So we're totally demoing out this entire bathroom and putting in a new bathroom here. And then you can see we got a long hallway here that leads down to more bedrooms. On the right here is where the next bedroom will be. As you can see here, it's got a closet. We're closing in that wall there because prior you could walk between all these bedrooms. So coming down this hallway here, there is the master suite around the corner, which is a nice big master bedroom here with awesome open windows looking at downtown Waynesboro. There's a his and hers closet here, which is nice. And then a great feature we're going to knock out this wall here and go into the room that's behind you to add in a master bath in here. So this will be the master bathroom. This will get closed in so they can come right in, toilet, vanity, and stand-up tile shower here. And that is the general tour for this apartment building here. We're really excited about being able to design this mixed-use property. We're going to refinance it once we finish and take out a long-term DSCR loan, which the intent being the rental income that we'll get will cover most of the expense for our own private office space and storage buildings in the back. So very good stuff. Creative finance in the real estate space is a very powerful thing. So with that, I'm going to say, let's go check out the top floor. Hey guys, so you're looking at now the third floor of this building, which was formerly a packed attic, and we wanted to make as much living space as possible, so this will be the second story for the apartment that we have one floor below that we showed you. But what's great about this is it's a big, open, vast area. We've already ran our ductwork, as you can see. We got our vent pipes around, and so they'll run HVAC to every room in this house. And so we're going to be putting insulation in between the studs and then drywalling, probably do a couple knee walls with some closet space. But this just becomes a vast room that can either be a large kid's bedroom or it could be the living room, whatever the eventual homeowners decide they want to do with it. But it's going to be a nice finished space up here, giving them a 2-story apartment. So we're excited about this. Hey guys, first and foremost, thank you so much if you made it this far in the video. I really appreciate it. I am new to this YouTube stuff, so I can promise you that the videos are only going to get better and better with time. I'm going to bring tons of value. I want to give back as much as I can, so I want it to be raw and uncut, straightforward, just following me a day in the life so you can pick up as many talents or skills that you see me doing. Please feel free to comment and ask any questions you have. Send me a message. I'll be happy to try and help anyone I can. With that said, I want to be able to break down some of these deals we walk through at the end of each video. So I selected one for this particular video to go through with you. And it was the property that we went to in Frederick, Maryland. Right? So this was a novation deal, as I said. I want to go over these numbers with you real quickly so that I can help you understand the deal, the numbers behind the deal. So this property, we agreed with the seller that we would take on the renovations and be able to pay her a set amount of $290,000 once we renovated the property, we listed the property, and we found a buyer. So she was going to get that no matter what. So that's the first line item here that you see. Next, we had a rehab budget of $26,000. That's what we wanted to put into it to take it to the next level so that we could sell it at a higher ARV or a higher list price. And so we put that work into the property. Next, you have our closing costs, which are typically around 3% of the sales price. It might vary depending on your relationship with your closing attorney, but that's $12,000. And then a realtor expense, we have approximately $13K from our flat rate listing on the list side, and then about 2% on the buyer side, roughly. Next is the price that we are listing and selling the property for, which is $390,000. If you take all those expenses and you total them up, you have $341,000, of which at a sale price of $390,000, that leaves us with a total net profit figure of $49,000. So that's your first deal breakdown on the Hills Kills It channel. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. I promise a lot more seller calls to come, a lot more walkthrough videos where we look at properties together. I highlight things to be on the lookout for, contractor walkthrough videos, deal analysis, you name it. You tell me what you want to see and I'm going to bring it to you. Also, as I wrap this video up, I want to do giveaways. So when we get to my first 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to do a big giveaway. We'll talk about that more in upcoming videos, but please go ahead and subscribe now because I'm going to randomly pick somebody at every benchmark, 1,000 subscribers in. We're going to start doing giveaways. So this channel is going to be all about giving content and giving you back for watching to the end. Thank you very much. I love you all. I look forward to bringing this content to you and sharing as much knowledge as I have from being an entrepreneur for over 25 years now and specifically focused on the real estate investing space. Thank you guys for joining me, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Get out there and get on the phones, call sellers, negotiate deals, and make stuff happen, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Peace!
Real estate mogul.